The reason 18 and 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25-year-olds is because they've been through less dick. I'll say this right here on the fucking internet. I don't give a shit. People will sit there and go, oh, you can't say that. Yes, I can. A 19-year-old is more attractive than a 26-year-old woman, and I'll tell you why. Because that 26-year-old has talked to more guys, been to the club more times, been more places, been fucked and dumped more times, more arguments, more heartbreak, more bullshit, more mess for me to clean up. Whereas a 19-year-old might have had one guy from high school, just broke up, she's fresh, and I can fucking put my imprint on her and make her a good person, and without her having to go through all that detriment to learn about life.
Okay, so.
Well, hell, Andrew Tate just explained why younger women are typically far more attractive than older women. They've been through a lot less sausage. There's a lot less trauma. There's a lot less experience.
My first question. How old are you, and what age range do you date?
I won't reveal my age, but I can tell.
I won't reveal my age.
You, my most recent ex, I was with him on and off 4 years, and...
Oh, my recent ex, I was on and off for 4 years. That's interesting.
There was a big age difference. I think he was 27 this year. So, yeah, so I would date between mid-20s and I'll go from 25 to 55.
This woman is sitting here. Come here, Chester. Chester, this woman on the screen, this 55-year-old woman, she is acting like she has quality choices in men. She's acting like she has quality choices in men, or in your case, available quality treats. Can you believe that? Chester can't believe it either. This is unbelievable. This woman is going to sit here and tell us that she was on and off in a relationship, and the guy was 27 years old. Now, that I believe. But what kind of 27-year-old are we talking about? This 27-year-old had to be an effing loser. Had to be an effing loser. Had to be a loser. No 27-year-old would seriously date a woman. And she looks older than 55 to me. That's why she didn't that's why she didn't reveal her age. Devin says her age isn't a big secret. Look at her face. That's exactly right. But the guy that she was in an on and off relationship with, 1,000% a loser. Because no man with any worth is going to take a woman that old who looks like that seriously for a relationship. Get out of here. She's sitting here acting like she's still a catch. What are we doing?
Wow, that's a huge range.
You're enjoying it.
Yeah, so I can either date you or your dad, or the other way around.
How cute, how funny. I can date you or your dad. Yeah, you know what? You could date me, but you can't date my dad. Listen, you can date my dad, but you can't date me. Hell no.
Wow.
Okay.
I am 29 minus a week. 30 minus a week, apologies. And I date probably up to 5 years older than me, max, I think.
So you won't go, like, if a guy's 40, that's too old? He's a fine 40-year-old?
5 years.
Okay. That's a hard no.
Wait, but you also didn't mention younger, though. Like, you just...
I don't... Well,
women typically don't like to date younger men. At least not seriously anyway, right? Women like men who are superior to them. And if a man is superior, like a man who's going to be taller, has himself together, good financial, etc., those men are typically older. Most women are well aware that men when we hit our mid-30s, that's the beginning of our sexual peak. A 35-year-old who has kept himself together, made money, made muscles, learned game, and held frame, by the time he gets to 35 years old, by the time he gets to 35 years old, he's like an 18-year-old. He's like an 18-year-old girl, an 18-year-old young woman who is just entering into her sexual prime. Drew Dorn with the $2 super chat says, I am 25 and I wouldn't touch that woman. Gross. Yeah, dude. Ugh. Oh, my God. Yeah, she's disgusting. She's disgusting. Unbelievable. Shout out to Dr. Thunder. Shout out to Dr. Thunder in the house, man. I know that there have been some videos circulating about me. I have not watched any of them, except for Dr. Thunder's. Dr. Thunder, I consider him to be a friend and an ally, and I appreciated his objective opinion on the situation. So subscribe to Dr. Thunder. He's a good dude, and he was at the first CME. Hopefully we'll see him at CME 3. But shout out to Dr. Thunder. Let's continue.
Younger, maybe max 2 years younger. Max. It's a tight window for me.
I'm 25. I wouldn't do younger anymore, but max I would do. I think around 30s is good for me.
Okay, that sounds about
Maybe
right.
just a bit over, like 32, 33.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 20. I would date up to 25 just because I haven't got my life sorted yet and I don't want someone that's got everything sorted out yet. Yeah.
Do you hear what she just said? She's like, I'm 20. I'm 20 years old. The oldest I would date is 25 because I don't want to date a man who's got himself together. I'm too young for that. Translation, I want to ride the Sausage Express until my options decline. This is the pervasive mindset of the average rank-and-file modern Western woman. This woman just sat here and told you in no uncertain terms that she wants to sleep around for the next decade plus. For the next decade plus. We have 330 of you guys in here. Guys, please, please, please like the video. Please like the video. Likes are the most important metric when it comes to getting things into the algorithm. You guys know that my channel is currently under attack. So if we could get this thing as close to 100% engagement as possible, let's try to get me up to 334 likes. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that.
I'm 20 and I would probably date from like 19 to like a hard cap, maybe like 35.
Okay.
I'm 30.
I didn't hear what the hell he said. Hang on a second. Did you hear what he said? I didn't hear him either.
Yeah, I'm 20. I would date up to 25 just because I haven't got my life sorted yet and I don't want someone that's got everything sorted out yet. Yeah.
I'm 20 and I would probably date from like 19 to like a hard cap, maybe like 35.
Oh,
Okay.
35, okay.
I'm 34, and I would say so. My girlfriend, like, she's like mid-20s, so the bottom end would be mid-20s, and top end would be around late 30s, 40, late 30s, 40.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm 29, and the bottom, absolute bottom, is a 90s baby, so 99. And the top end, it just depends on the person and where I am in life.
So 45, you're in? She looks good?
I'll be honest with you. I've seen some. I've seen some. I've seen all sorts that look good. So
Okay, so
Hey, man, dude, my fiance is 46 years old, and she looks damn good.
50, 55? There's got to be a rough cap. I'm just saying a rough cap.
a rough cap.
Yeah, rough cap. Obviously,
rough cap?
J-Lo is an exception.
No, for me, it's a thing. It's a combination of things. Of course, like if I'm in the dating space, and I don't know if she's 50, but she doesn't look like the 50s that society call 50-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm not gonna.
Okay,
not
and so
necessarily write off.
anyone that looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But running off what Andrew Tate said, like, doesn't she have too much baggage?
Are we talking about dating or commitment here?
Oh!
Well,
Did you hear that? He said, are we talking about dating or committing? Do you see what just happened here? You see what just happened here? What just happened there? That question that she just asked, well, what about all the baggage? And the guy asked her, you talking about dating or commitment? This again, guys, this is the perfect example of that mentality. Modern Western women conflate sexual market value with relationship market value. We are far less selective with women we commit to than the women we casually date. To casually, dude, the only qualification I need for a woman to casually date or a friends with benefits situation, you just got to look good. You got to look good. I don't care if you have daddy issues. I don't care if you have tattoos. I don't care if you have purple hair. Hell, I don't care about any of that stuff, man. I don't care if you're a single mom, but dude, doesn't matter. I'm not sticking around. I know that this is only sex, so yeah, I'll smash till the cows come home, but I am not committing to that. But when we say dating, women automatically think that it always escalates to a long-term relationship. Why is that? Because that is every woman's end game, whether she admits to it or not.
So tell me both.
That's a big difference.
Tell me both.
Yeah.
So someone you'd want to take seriously long-term and someone you'd go for short-term.
Someone long term, no. I can't start a family with a 50-year-old. I know there's some 50-year-olds out there, but not for me. It doesn't work for me.
But isn't the aim of dating like long-term relationships, or is it just like kind of?
There you go. Told you. Isn't the aim of dating like long-term relationships? She just contradicted herself, y'all. She just contradicted herself. So now she wants to virtue signal, pull the morality card on this dude who's talking about, listen, I'll smash a 50-year-old, but I'm not going to start a family with a 50-year-old, right? As soon as he says that, as soon as a man talks about his standards, what he will or won't do, here comes the sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Shout out to Kevin Samuels.
What the French toast?
Shout out to Kevin Samuels. 90 seconds ago, this girl just said the oldest man I would ever date is 25 because, well, I don't want a man who has himself together. Translation, I'm dating to sleep around. So if you can date to sleep around and not be in it for the long-term relationship, or so you say, what's the difference if he decides to do it? You see, do you see women, see again, modern women, they want to reserve the right. They reserve the right, or they want to reserve the right to just date around casually while they expect every man to take them seriously for a long-term relationship.
Fun.
Depends who you ask them.
I don't personally date for fun.
Yeah.
I do commitments. So
Yeah, I date for fun. Before I got with Devin, I dated for fun. There's nothing wrong with that. She just admitted that she dates for fun, and now he's like, well, I never date for fun. No,
Stop the cap.
He absolutely does. He's a good-looking dude. Look, he looks tall. Why not?
if I'm looking to get married to someone, then I'm going to be thinking about my family and who I can build something with.
Yeah, so like you'll enjoy being with a 50-year-old and like exchanging conversation, but like you wouldn't, like it wouldn't be serious. Do you know what I mean? Like it would just be kind of, I don't know, like understanding them, meeting them, but not like, it would never be long term, yeah.
Maybe a little kiss here and there.
Yeah.
No, I feel like just for the purpose of the question, it's just purely for the purpose of the question. But I think if it came to a commitment scenario, couple years above me at most, but I'll probably look down as opposed to up.
Yeah, fair enough. That's just how I view dating. Like, I view it as something that, like, I'm always seeing if you could fit into my life, like, long term. Because otherwise...
This woman, again, there she goes with another contradiction. There she goes with another contradiction. Again, this is virtue signaling. I don't date casually. I try to see if you can fit into my life long term. So if you really are looking for a man to fit into your life long term, then why is the oldest man you date 25, and why was the reason that you don't want a man who has himself sorted? You don't want a long-term relationship with a guy who doesn't have himself sorted out. You don't want a long-term relationship with a man who doesn't have himself together. So once again, she's contradicting herself while also virtue signaling.
Otherwise, it's just going to hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I think that's typically more of a female view.
Yeah.
Can I qualify my answer that I just gave based on what you said? Go ahead. So, like, the upper end, I literally just said 40. Like, romantically, if you look good, there's no reason why it can't even be beyond 40. The only reason why I cap it at 40, because I presume you're probably in a different stage of life that I'm in, and there might be a lifestyle mismatch That's the only reason. But even then,
That makes sense.
I could discover that's not the case, and then I'd be willing to. As long as you look good to me, I'm still attracted to you. We're all good.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think age is irrelevant. I mean, there's a limit to what I would go down to. See, 25 is.
Wait a minute. She just said age is irrelevant, and then literally in the same breath, 25 is the lowest I would go down to. Yeah, that's cute of you to say. Of course, age is irrelevant to you because you're 50 frickin' 5. You're 50 frickin' 5. Guys, I get so tired. I get so tired of these old maids who want to shame men for wanting to date younger women. Talking about, well, you know, you need to have something to talk about. Age is just a construct. No, age is very, very much real. There is a big difference between a 55-year-old and a 25-year-old. 3 decades, as a matter of fact. That's not a social construct. That's mother freaking nature.